100,000 shares of Quibi stock.
What I want you to do is guess how much they raised in order to start it up.
90 million.
Not even remotely close.
More? 400 million. A billy? More than a billy? What? No fucking way.
$1.75 billion.
Who? They need to release the names of every single
right
investor.
Now.
Listen,
they have money to burn, and I want some of it.
I want to know.
You have ideas sometimes, and sometimes your ideas don't work out, right? Like everything you think of doesn't work, right? Like maybe some things you try and see if they work. They don't work, right? Sometimes you have an idea. Like I'll give you a perfect example. I had a dream the other day, right? Thought it would be a great idea for a movie, right? Sometimes when you dream something and you have an idea for a movie, you're like, this is the most incredible thing of all time, you know? And then like a few hours go by and you think,
that was stupid.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Was I high? Was I drinking last night? Is that why I thought that would be great? And so I kind of have to think that with the idea of Quibi. So, you know, I don't know if people know what the fuck Quibi is, to be perfectly honest. I guess that's part of the problem is that nobody really knew what that was.
Is the sole investor of Quibi. All of his Suicide Squad earnings, all $93 went into Quibi.
Okay, so let me give you guys the rundown here. So Quibi was basically, and I'm going to read from an article from Yahoo Finance here. It was a short form video streaming service that made a splash at CES 2020 with its turnstile feature, which we'll get back to that later. That's a very key thing to talk about. Basically, it's shutting down, right? And this is according to the Wall Street Journal, as well as The Information. So the Wall Street Journal reports that Quibi co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg called the startup's investors on this past Wednesday, to tell them that he plans to shutter the platform. So Quibi was struggling. Let's just be fucking frank about that. Back in August, the company reduced the cost of its subscription in Australia, New Zealand, and began offering a free subscription tier in 2 countries. You know, you're probably a little down on your luck when you start offering it's either you're down on your luck or you're doing really well if you're offering free shit. You're like, because you know, like, okay, either I need to give you a free taste in order to get you like hooked, or I'm feeling generous. Why don't I just give you this free shit? It's like Blue Magic, right? Like with Frank Lucas, right?
Blue Magic.
Yeah. Give him a little taste, give him a little taste. Just to get him
branding,
hooked,
Blue Magic, by the way.
It really was. Yeah. It's a very good, catchy title for something, Blue Magic. It just sounds like something you want to get into.
Now, here's the thing about Quibi and like giving away free shit is all about where you do it, right?
Yeah.
There's certain platforms in which if you give away something for free, it is still viewed as a commodity, something that a select few people got for free during this period of time, right? It can still maintain its value even if given for free.
Yeah.
For example, when I bought my iPhone 11, it came with like Apple TV Plus free for a year, right? It was like, wow, what a great add-on.
Yeah.
And if they actually produce good content on it, which they haven't, I may keep the service. But then they have Apple TV, what is it? Plus, triple plus, double plus?
Sure.
Extra plus?
Why not?
What is it?
Double
plus squared?
I don't know.
Is it? No, but we talked
Plus
about it
divided by 2. I don't know.
We talked about it recently. What are they calling it? Apple TV Plus.
Oh, their new bundle.
Yeah, the bundle. Is it plus?
I don't know
bundle?
what the fuck the
bundle
plus. No, I don't think it's called anything with Apple TV. I think it's just called something else entirely. I can't remember what the fuck the name is. Let's move on quickly.
Where do I don't know where they go after the plus. Like, how do you create the name and brand the next thing?
It's like C++, right? Like, I never understood that when I was in school.
Well, that's like a development software, right? For like front end developers.
Yeah, and I've never understood why it's called C++.
Fellas, it's Apple One.
Apple One, yeah. Then you got to go with Roman numerals. Apple X, Apple I, right? Fucking, and then you got to go Arabic with the draw. And then you got to go Japanese with the house drawing.
Yo, I'm gonna save your career by just forcing you to stop here.
What? Listen, I'm being like culturally diverse.
No, you're not being
I went Arabic. I went
What
Japanese.
are you trying to say? What is the thing that what is the point you're trying to make here?
Fuck, what was I trying to say? Hold on, let me find it. Found it. When you give away something for free, it's really about like the avenue and like the delivery, right? How you do the thing. How do you deliver the thing? You can deliver something for free while still maintaining the value of that product. Yep. Now, what Quibi did was like, if you bought a Metro PCS phone, you got 7 years.
You always go sideways with these fucking metaphors.
You got 7 years of Quibi for free, right?
Yeah.
So where I feel like they went wrong is,
I just realized what you said. You're a fucking idiot.
Now, mind you, you only had to. Now, this is a monthly plan for Metro PCS. You pay monthly, but you get 7 years of Quibi. I like that joke too much. I'll move on. So I feel like they kind of like downgraded I feel like the idea and the premise behind Quibi was good.
No. That's where they went wrong.
Isn't it like 15-minute movies or something like that?
No, proceed with
all
what you're saying.
Made by Anna Kendrick.
I'll explain to you why this.
Directed, produced, and written. All by Anna Kendrick.
Okay, if you're done, can I move on to
we
why
are
this
gonna
is
get a Spotify Joe Rogan contract after this episode? I swear. If not,
no.
then
After we sober up, we're gonna realize it clearly wasn't as funny as we thought it was.
This is rich material.
Yeah. So if you're done with all your metaphors,
yeah, I have.
So basically, Quibi was this like new, fresh thing, even though it wasn't, right? Because it kind of mirrored. I think they did something kind of similar back in, I think around 2015 with Go 90. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember that? Seeing all like the fucking ads for like Go 90. It was like Verizon's kind of like, oh, we're being stylish, and they would have like shit that was like kind of like really like, it was actually branded pretty well, but it was just like a trash service. You don't remember that?
I do not. When did this happen? The 90s?
No, like 2015. I think was when.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So they had this whole thing. But
2015 was a wild year.
But it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. That sounded dark.
It was. It gave us pretty much what we have now, right?
True.
Yeah. So Go 90 was this service where you could watch like these short videos and shit like that, and they had like all these people sort of like helping to market it. Like they basically have all these like athletes and play like, you know, people, like it was basically like it was like short form like sports related shit. But so Quibi is basically just like it's a reimagination of that sort of Go 90. So it's not even like an original idea, but remember I mentioned Turnstile, like the Turnstile feature, which was like the claim to fame for Quibi. I'll explain to you exactly what the fuck Turnstile is.
Yeah, I shook my head in agreement, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's fair. Yeah. So Turnstile is basically you flipping your phone from being horizontal to being vertical is essentially sort of what that is, right? And that the video itself doesn't change. So you'll flip it, right? Yeah. But it's not as if it has to reorient itself. It's not as if it has to like do anything special. It just helps you, like you can go watching the same video, and we're seeing now a video of it. But you can go from watching horizontal to watching vertical with no interruption, right? Let me illustrate why this is the dumbest thing.
Yeah, but doesn't Pornhub have that? It's not new. I'm used to this.
No, so Pornhub might have it where the video you'll flip it vertical, and it'll show it'll still show your like.
Oh, you know what? You got to hit that little icon in the bottom corner that like blows the screen
Jesus
up.
Christ, you know way too much about.
And
porn.
then listen. When somebody says listen, I'm not listening. Yeah. I'm not.
So that was essentially like their claim to fame, right? Is that they have this Turnstile technology that lets you switch between portrait and landscape viewing modes, all the while keeping the whatever's on your screen in frame, right? So the reason why this is stupid, right, is because for one, this isn't this like if this was like an add-on to like Netflix, right? Which is already like they already have like their own thing. They basically do streaming and they produce their own content. If this was like an add-on feature to like Netflix, okay, kind of dope, right? Like that's a little dope add-on. If it's your main fucking feature for your streaming service, why the fuck would I be interested in fucking subscribing to whatever your streaming service is just so I can fucking watch these dumbass 15-minute videos horizontal to vertical?
Yeah, and you mean
why would I care?
And like you mean I have to fucking turn Anna Kendrick horizontal to I have to do it myself? Like it doesn't do it automatically?
No, well, okay, clearly you have to move your own phone. They're not gonna fucking be in your house and move your phone for you.
I've been at work all day. I woke up at 7 a.m. to be in the office by 9:30 early.
Okay.
I fucking worked. I took a short lunch.
Yeah.
I didn't take an hour lunch like everybody, like my coworkers.
You are in rare form today.
I took a short lunch. I ate at my desk and I have to turn my own phone. And how much do you want me to pay a month?
Well, so that's just it. They gave it out to free to some people.
Better be free.
And also I think they start you off for like 30 or 45 days that it was just like a free run or whatever, and then you can sign up afterwards. But so yeah, again, if it was an add-on to something else, like if for like Netflix or Hulu or whatever the fuck, cool. It's a cool feature. I might use it, might not use it, depends on what the fuck I'm watching. But then also the reason why I wouldn't use it is because like why would I want to do that? Like why would I want to cut off basically like if I'm watching a movie, right? This is the whole reason why fucking, Christopher Nolan's always up his own ass about, watching movies in theaters, because it's like it was made in a specific way for you to watch it. So they mean for you to watch it in that, in that way, right? Like there's a reason why they're using IMAX cameras, is because they capture such a fucking wide area. And it wants you to see all that. But if I'm cutting off the entire fucking screen because I just want to flip my phone, then I'm missing like half the fucking movie then, right? Yeah. Not to mention if I have like two people in a fucking scene or something like that, now I'm cutting off like half the room and it just looks and feels a lot different than it would otherwise. And then on top of that, the actual video itself, the how they're able to actually do that is by degrading the horizontal view, which is the main view, which is how I'm usually going to watch a fucking movie, is if I turn my phone horizontal, right? Like if I'm really watching something that I actually want to like watch. Yeah. If I'm just watching a YouTube video, then fuck it, yeah, just keep it horizontal. I don't give a shit, right? But if I'm watching like a movie, then yeah, turn this shit horizontal. Let's go, They basically degrade the quality of that so that when you flip it to vertical, that's what's like, in a resolution that actually like looks good.
So the vertical, which is for anybody who didn't graduate from high school, that's up and down.
Yeah, let these Howard County educated young lads teach you something.
Vertical is up and down.
Yeah.
Horizontal is sideways, kids. Yeah. So they degrade the horizontal.
Yeah, from what I understand. So I was interested in this. So I actually downloaded Quibi and I watched a couple of things. I watched Chrissy Teigen's. She did like a court something. It was awful. It was tragically awful.
I have no idea what Chrissy Teigen ever did.
No,
she does she does shit like acting shit.
I guess I don't know. She's a model. I think
John Legend's weird looking wife.
Yeah. All right. She's a model. First off.
Really?
You didn't know Chrissy Teigen was a model?
For what?
Yeah. Yo, we're gonna get off of this. All right. So I watched her show.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Fair enough. So I watched her show, and it was like basically just like it was almost like a Judge Judy, but like they knew everybody knew it was like a joke and it's like funny, but it wasn't funny at all.
No, it's not
but
good.
Yeah, the only like you would flip it vertical and it would be fine. It would look like it was like almost like 1080, right? And then you would go horizontal, which should be 1080, and it just like the quality was just trash. So I think that's how they're able to pull their quote unquote patented technology was basically
cut out
just
Chrissy Teigen if you.
At certain points, I guess. Good. Why do you hate Chrissy Teigen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think most of the internet hates Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she's like really outspoken about some things, and
fucking annoying.
She's not. That's just what people say when they're used to being the ones who can say shit.
Listen,
yeah,
she's fucking annoying.
Okay. Fair enough.
100%.
All right.
Fact.
So, yeah. So I say all that to say, it's not such a surprise that Quibi didn't, that it ended up.
Yeah. If you invested money into Quibi, oh my god.
Yeah, it's sad day. It's fine though. It's fine. You're gonna get something.
If that was
back,
like your first major investment, you're like, I'm about this like stocks shit, and you're like, fuck it, let me buy 100,000 shares of Quibi stock.
What I want you to do is guess how much they raised in order to start it up.
90 million.
Not even remotely close.
More? 400 million. A billy? More than a billy? What? No fucking way.
$1.75 billion.
Who? They need to release the names of every single investor.
Listen, they have money to burn, and I want some.
I want to know. You know what? I used to want to know who all voted for Trump in 2016, right? I was always like, release their fucking names. I hope Anonymous hacks their shit and releases all their names and narrows it down like by filter, so you can filter down to your state, your county.
Yeah, you see, I don't know why people say this, because like Trump supporters, they're pretty like fucking blatant, and they don't mind being Trump supporters.
Only a few of them.
That's a lie.
There are a lot of them who are like, oh my god, like this is crazy. Can you believe this? Wow, he's so crazy. But you fucking voted for him, and you're gonna do it again, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Wait, how are they again?
They're so crazy. If anybody ever says anything to you like, "Wow, so crazy,"
some bullshit,
so you fucking stab them right away because they did the thing. They're guilty.
Yeah.
I want to fucking know every person who invested in Quibi, from the smallest investor or donor to like the largest. Who?
Yeah. Who the fuck knows? But if we do get their name,
no, you know what? Who saw the ship? Who saw the iceberg and was like, you know what? Let me get off of this shit.
Apparently, not too many people. Because
there's somebody.
No, they haven't been around for long enough for you to be like, all right, let me get on and get off, right? Like they've
on that like conference call on day 3, somebody was like,
guys, I'm not too sure about this.
Like, what's that in the distance? Is that a fucking iceberg?
Guys, how long before you get Netflix or some other big company to do one of their billionaires take all the money Ponzi scheme, except this was all legit? Everything was legit. He didn't steal any money. No. He just legit raised
he just convinced people.
billion.
Yeah, he just convinced people that, hey, this is a good idea, even though it was a terrible idea. I could have told you that. I looked at like what their fucking model is, and I was like, no, this is terrible. Why would I fucking want to do that? Like, just to flip my fucking phone over? That's why I'm going to get your streaming service?
No. It was Tom from MySpace. He was like, how could I make another quick, let me get in and get out? Listen, I'm not playing the long game. I'm here for the cash.
I'm here for the moment, baby.
Anna Kendrick, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yo, to wrap this segment up, so Quibi, obviously it's going under, but I think this is a kind of a cautionary tale in terms of just like, like if an idea is just like, and how they were able to raise $1.75 billion for this idea is mind-boggling, right? But
there are starving children around the world, and
you're exactly right.
$7 billion for Quibi.
You're exactly right. And let this be a lesson to everybody who has this should be an inspirational story. If you have a fucking dream, right, to do something, be like, nobody's ever gonna fund it. Just remember fucking Quibi. They raised $1.75 billion for a very bullshit ass idea.
Tomorrow.
My apologies to everybody who's like on the Quibi team. I make no light of the company going under, but also, come on, it's a trash idea. Like let's all call it.
If you work at Quibi, I mean, you knew this is, but you needed a job.
You're hopeful.
No, you weren't hopeful. You're just like, I need a job. Who's hiring?
No, it's a startup. You don't go to a startup thinking I need a job. You go to there thinking I hope this takes off, and I hope that I'm able to
you need a
buy
job,
some shares
unless
early.
You have rent that's due. Do you know what the Quibi, what their LinkedIn job post?
This segment
hiring
is far too
immediately. No experience.
We are moving on. I'm making a fucking executive decision. Let us know in the comment section below. Did you fucking watch Quibi? Did you enjoy the fucking turnstile technology. I can't imagine you did, but if you did, just let us know in the comment section below so we can roast you.
All right, so here's one thing I will say about Quibi that I did admire. They were one of few companies who 100%, 100% of their work staff were all convicts.
Shut the fuck up. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about Quibi. We're moving the fuck on.
It was the government program. That's what it was.